know what I realized? People are full of it. And I truly mean that. People always talk about, I want to open up my own business. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to quit working and do for myself. And they never do it. But they're quick to chastise somebody such as myself. And it's crazy because I do these videos, right? And I have 2 channels. And when I start talking about, money and, being an entrepreneur and starting from the bottom and working slowly but surely, working yourself up to the top, and moving to different states, moving out of the country. I talk about things that people don't think about. The average black community doesn't think about leaving their state. The average black person in the black community doesn't think about leaving their state, let alone the country, let alone living from one coast to the next coast. Say, for example, you're from the West Coast. People don't think about moving from the West Coast to the East Coast or from the East Coast to the West Coast. And then you wonder why your life is at a standstill. But you chastise me for wanting to think outside of the box, for wanting to think big, because you only live life once. And it would be a living hell to me. I don't know about you. It would be a living hell to me if I knew that I had to work for the next 25 years for someone else and never attempt to even try to open up my own business. Now, taking heed. It's easy for you to say, or it's easy for me to say, you know what? I'll open up my own business and I'll do this and I'll do that and blah, 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 blah. No, there's, let me tell you something about being an entrepreneur. There is a thing called a roller coaster. The thing that's called a roller coaster is how your business is. It goes up and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. So some may say, well, why wouldn't you just get a job, a stable job? Are you really going to say that in 2020 with this coronavirus going on? If you didn't learn anything, you should have learned that there's no such thing as stability. Like, stability is a myth. Stability is a word created in order for you to feel comfortable. To know that, you know what, I have this job and it's going to continue paying me, and they're saying I'm permanent, so now I can, and I'm making a certain amount of money. Now I could buy the car that I wanted to buy. Now I could purchase the house that I want to purchase. And guess what? Something like this, a pandemic happens, you lose the job, you lose the house, and you lose the car. So where's the stability in anything? Please tell me. I'm all ears. I hope my ears are clear. I think I Q-tipped them the other day. Well, no. I Q-tipped them earlier today. So I'm just trying to understand, where's the stability at? But when you have a business, guess what? And this pandemic happens, you're prepared for it. Meaning, it really doesn't affect you like that because you're used to things going up and down and you just adjust. Period. And for those that, have good periods, in the fiscal year, you save for in this case, it's not even a rainy day. This is half of the year it rained. As far as dealing with this coronavirus. And as they say, save a penny for a rainy day. So I'm just trying to understand, when are you gonna actually put your foot out there? You know what I'm saying? When I was younger and I was, I wanted to learn how to swim, the first thing that I had to do was at least put my foot in the water. When are you going to put yourself out there? Because I can tell you, personal advice, Let me tell you something. No matter what you do, it's gonna have its ups and downs. You may fail, but what do we do when we fail? We get up and we try again. I can tell you, out of all my years, man, I've sold bootleg movies, bootleg CDs, bootleg DVDs. I've sold Scully caps. I've sold shirts. I've sold oils. I've sold incense. I've sold African jewelry. I've sold detoxes, like, you know, to cleanse your system out. I've sold garbanzo beans, black beans, quinoa, black rice, wild rice. I have sold a lot of stuff in my life. I've sold stripper outfits to strippers. I can tell you, I can go on and on for days of how much stuff that I've sold throughout all my years. And you know what? Never once did I give up. Yeah, all of the things that I named to you, those things slowly but surely deaded out, because there's a difference between a hustler and a businessman. A businessman is in it for the longevity. A hustler is someone that, in which I was, a hustler is someone that invests in a product and sell it, and it's momentarily, like it doesn't last forever. You know, bootleg movies don't last forever. You know what I'm saying? The technology caught up with bootleg movies, and it went from bootleg movies like tapes to DVDs to now none of that exists. Period. Movies are being streamed. Period. You can order movies off an app, off your smart TV. So there's no need for the bootleg man in your community anymore. Why get it on bootleg? You know, the bootleg, you know, we used to be the ones that get the movies ahead of time. Now it's, wow, get it on bootleg, and you got to worry about the picture being dark and all the rest of that. People walking in the middle of the screen and people laughing while you're looking at the movie. You don't have to worry about none of that. You could just order it online. That plain and simple. It's nothing complicated about it. When Trolls came out, the second, I don't know if you know, because I have children, so you know, we got to look at those cartoon movies and stuff like that. When Trolls came out, I don't know, I forgot what the name of it, but it was part 2 of it. We purchased it online. So, you know, being a businessman is longevity. Being a hustler is only short periods of time or momentarily. A hustler is eventually going to die out. And if he or she doesn't catch on to like that businessman bug, then you're gonna be done. You're gonna fade out. I know a lot of people that, oh man, they were popping. They were the man in the 90s selling bootleg movies. They were the man. They were driving nice cars, and cause believe it or not, selling bootleg movies and CDs and the knockoff pocketbooks and all of that stuff, it was a come up back in the days in the 90s. Now you try to sell somebody a Louis Vuitton pocketbook, they're gonna be like, yo, is it real? Like, nah, it ain't real. Yo, in this society, in this generation that we're living in, everything has to be authentic. You can't walk in with a Louis Vuitton belt and it's fake. I'm not saying me, I'm just saying just this generation. But at the end of the day, it was like, these guys, they were getting it. But now it's 2020 and these dudes are grayed up, fat, overweight. They only got one car. Can't pull no chicks. Going bald. But if they were to had invested their money into a business, guess what? They wouldn't be in a situation that they're in right now. And I'm not talking to anyone specific, because I know people are watching my videos that I don't want them to watch my videos. I know people that are trolling me that I don't want to troll me. But this doesn't go out to anyone in particular. But it's the truth. So when you gonna put your foot out there? You understand? I'm in the makings of doing what I need to do. You know, I forgot. I got another thing under my belt too. I sold my books. I still have the books. I sold, the 2 books that I wrote. Now I'm in the makings of, putting out this next book, and it's gonna be a big project. And if it doesn't work, guess what? I'm gonna try something else. But I'm in it to win it. And I like the way that I think, because the way that I think is just optimistic. I look at it like this: if the white man could live in another country, if the Indian man could live in East Indian man could live in another country, if the China man could live in another country, the black man can too, as well as the black woman and as well as the black children that the black woman and black man has. People looked at me like I was crazy when I moved to Atlanta. Yeah, you would think I was crazy. You want to know why? Because I did it. I got it done. You couldn't do it. That's why you thought I was crazy. And then when I got tired of Atlanta and I didn't want to live there anymore, I moved back to Charlotte. Then people want to make excuses. Oh, he was broke. He ain't have nothing. He got evicted. No, I didn't. Stop lying. You don't know my business. And I bet you when I move from Charlotte and I move to another place, you're going to be like, oh, it didn't work out for him. And, I thought he said Charlotte was this and Charlotte was that. No. The only thing is constant is change. So within that, I want to go somewhere else. Yo, I learned this a long time ago. I'm gonna let y'all go. I learned this a long time ago about myself, man. And that is to listen to your soul. Listen to you. Block everybody else out. To yourself, excuse me. Block everybody else out and listen to your soul. Who's talking to you? And go with that. I see it in the comment sections, people will be like, yo, well, why you did this or why you did that and how much money you making? Did you do this and this, that? Man, I don't be telling you all my business like that. Y'all ain't gonna get that from me, because I'm not gonna get that from you all. I put it to you like this. This is the best way we can handle this. If you ask me how much I make, I need to see your paycheck. I need to see how much FICA took out of your check. How much state taxes that got taken out of your check. If you want to know that personal business about what I make and what I do and all the rest of that, I want to know that personal business about you too. Period. And don't tell me, see this, you can't pull that BS on me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you all are paying me, sending me donations, and I'm not asking for it. I'm saying it's not like you all are paying rent or electricity bill or light water bill or something like that. Then we can discuss my finances, because you're actually, doing something for me. I tell that to my family all the time. Don't ask me no questions if you're not doing anything for me. I'm a grown ass man. I could do what I want to do. Don't ask me no questions that you won't even answer if I ask you those same questions. So I don't live for anyone. The only people that I live for are the little people that I had. Those little people are my children. I gotta take care of them. Other than that, I don't live by anybody's standards. My mother, she treads lightly when she asks me certain questions. She's like, well, you don't have to answer the question if you don't want to, but blah, 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 blah. See? That's where you gotta be. You see, my main audience is like your between 18 and 35. Let me tell you something. If you don't have your own, you're gonna be a slave to someone else. If you stay with your parents, you're gonna be a slave to them. You're gonna have to answer to them. If you borrow your girl's car, or if you're borrowing if your friend is picking you up and dropping you off to work, you gotta answer to them. The minute that you become independent, you don't have to answer to anyone. And that's how I've always been. Yeah, true indeed. I'm not gonna lie. Me, the mother of my children, we may bump heads here and there. But guess what? Can't nobody tell me what to do. I'll take a little bit of shit from her because she bore my children. She's their mother. But I ain't taking no shit from anybody else. Especially the ones that don't take care of me. You see, when I get up, I'm gonna turn off these lights and I'm gonna go upstairs and go to bed. But if I decide, hey, you know what, I want to do edit a couple of videos, You know, I want to prep for today. Today is actually early. So if I want to prep for early today, as far as dealing with lunch, you know, and watch a little bit of TV, I can do that, and yeah, nobody can tell me anything. That's the position that you have to put yourself in. Because I know one thing. Listen, some people just like clocking in and out, and I don't have no problem with that. I respect that. But I just know me as a entrepreneur. Yeah, if times get rough, I'm gonna pick up a job. You know, that makes sense. But for now, if it ain't rough and it's working now, I'm never going back to work. I don't care. I'm never going back to work. That's not gonna happen. Like, my whole thing is, man, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here. Like, I can't have it where a person tells me what to do. I just can't. I continue to tell people this. I always reference back to this. I ran away from home when I was 16 years old. My mother couldn't tell me what to do at 16. What makes you think you're gonna tell me what to do at the age that I am right now? My name is Langston 292. Won't you like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.